Feature Friday.
The freshest.
Judika.
And Novia.
Brilliant.
Novia Bachmid. I think she is incredible.
A
She's
little bit of a
annoying.
backstory here. So,
She's annoying good.
yeah, she's
She's like ridiculously good.
she puts stuff into perspective, right?
She does.
But little backstory. So, as I mentioned before, she her background is sort of she came from Indonesian Idol. But Judika was a judge there.
Yeah.
And they built a really good relationship because he was blown away by a lot of her work. And now look, they're sort of making music together in his own studio. I know there was like a bit of conversation. Obviously, we can't understand.
It doesn't have subtitles.
Yeah, it doesn't have subtitles. So we're just gonna jump straight into the music.
Straight to their singing.
Which it seems to be. I kind of looked through it, kind of skipped through, didn't listen though. And it's quite a lengthy performance. I think it's about
Amazing.
5-6 minutes long.
Let's have a look.
So let's have a look. Very intrigued.
I love his studio stuff though, because in his studio I find that you get the most.
That's how we discovered him, right?
Yeah, the raw Judika.
Yeah.
Let's go, Roy.
Let's go. And he's also so charming,
So
isn't
happy,
he? He's
like.
he loves just to do.
They're covering the Rose. Chep Mami and Sting.
Yeah. Girl, what the actual what?
I didn't know she was going to cover that song.
That?
That is a brilliant song.
Again. What the hell was that? I literally have no idea how she does that. No.
Good showcase of melismas, but also in a very unique way because
That is not how melismas run.
yeah, but it's kind of like I guess that's what she's trying.
Influenced.
Yeah, because if you look at how Chep Mami does it,
But that's not it.
it's like proper.
What the guacam? That is way more impressive than
Like a modernized. Go on.
She really does put things into perspective. You think you could sing? Watch this.
Let's go, Roy.
And you're only one chord. There you go. Have it. What the freaking guacam? God!
Breathe, please.
The hell is happening here? My God, I cannot understand a thing that's happening here. Her vocals are insane. Like, what?
That was like a good 20 seconds.
That is ridiculous. It's mad. I don't understand the journey, vocally speaking. Obviously, you approach this, rubato beginnings that she loves to do, by the way. But we know why.
It seems,
we understand why. But usually you have plan out a path singing wise. You know where your beginning note is, and then you kind of plan out where you're gonna end. So you have a journey, vocally speaking. I don't understand her journey. I don't know what she's doing, and that messes up with my brain. Wow. She really is baffling to me. The way she modulates and shifts her larynx are melisma influenced, that Arabic feel to it, but it's not even remotely close.
It's a way more modernized way of doing things.
It's a contemporary take of that, but
It's very charming.
soulful, and it's smoky, and it's full of color and depth because she's that natural alto. But God, it's difficult to understand.
It's interesting, isn't it? Because to do that sort of arrangement, because I'd imagine this causes a lot of woes and wows and that was bizarre. That was wow. That was amazing. But I really hope like a lot of people that maybe may not be exposed to sort of melisma type work or Arabic type music or sort of maybe even the Hispanic type music would still be able to sort of comprehend such complexity of
I would
what
think
she's
so.
doing, because the closest thing to a comparison would be sort of melisma type work, but it's really not close.
But she does have hints of.
Yeah.
They're heavily influenced.
She's a well-seasoned plate from. Yeah, she's a well-seasoned plate, sort of mixing in condiments from different parts of the world.
It doesn't make sense.
Into her own.
It does. Yeah, it really. I don't understand it. It's absolutely fantastic.
That's class, go on.
Fantastic. Girl, what on earth? I know. What the hell?
Oh, so she's not.
Yeah, so it's not the song that we thought it was.
Because it sounds like.
It
sounds like the Rose. Desert Rose, right?
By Chep Mami and
now,
Sting.
Why am I confused? Because the thing is, I think she has done a cover of that song.
Does she?
With
the Chep Mami.
Yeah, the Chep. Well, the original, the Chep Mami arrangements. Well, I think that's the actual song.
I know, but like her singing it.
That bit, yeah. So
maybe that's where I don't know.
I have no idea. Am I confused? Am I tripping? But I have, because I read all the comments, and sometimes I read so many that I get confused.
Yeah.
But I think she has done the Sting cover and the Chep Mami part.
Oh, I don't. That doesn't surprise me. I'm like, literally doesn't surprise me anymore.
Go on. So I don't know what they're singing now.
It's this called song JUDI.
Oh, JUDI. Did not expect this.
See, even in the verse though, it has a lot of like tinges and changes, suspenses in the phrasing itself that it's
interesting.
So new to me.
I'd love to know whose song this is. Maybe this is Judika's song. I wouldn't think it would be, even though he's reading the lyrics.
I don't know.
But he has so many songs that I don't think he'll probably remember.
Predictable.
First, that arrangement, sort of beginning, that intro like that, and then it sort of goes into a 4x4.
And it's like, I don't even know how to how do you explain this?
It's not pop.
It's
sounds
definitely
like
not pop. But it's like, I don't know, maybe it's like one of those folkloric songs that people grow up with, you know?
Could be
one of those rocky songs that everybody knows.
As I always say, we're always learning, so please do let us know more about it, because it is a peculiar piece.
It does have that, like, late 70s rockish feel to it. I know, you know what I mean? Like, it's a little bit like early 80s.
I was just playing, like, a lot, what genre is that stuff?
80s.
80s, right? I was just playing a lot,
stuff.
not electro pop. Actually, some of it was, but it's just made it pop. Yeah, rock, pop
and rock. It was
from the
pop
80s.
rock from the 80s. Yeah.
Just now, and it's like, it sounds a bit like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Probably a bit before that though.
A little like early 80s, late 70s. Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, this is mad. And the chord progression is actually kind of crazy too.
They're both reading it, right?
Yeah.
Luar biasa sekali anak ini.
What the
What? Sorry, take my money.
So she sort of went there then for sort of to hang out and stuff, and then they do a song that maybe they sort of rehearsed maybe once.
Probably.
Or twice.
if at all.
Bloody hell.
Like, what the hell is that?
Yeah,
That
how
was
come the
absolutely
drums in
insane.
the background wasn't being used?
I know. Well, they can use it. But
Oh,
nowadays you can have a whole band with the keys.
yeah, don't say
So,
that.
but it's true.
Don't say it, you're gonna leave a lot of people jobless.
Hopeless.
Yeah.
I mean, it's absolutely stunning of a work. I mean, that song is a workout.
I'm a big fan of him, and he's turning into a big fan of her. It seems she's very charming, and also
I'm obsessed with her.
I really like her choices and sort of she's.
They're very mature. They're very clever.
I think also right because, 19 years old and stuff.
I bet
and
she has been singing her whole entire life.
most likely. I mean, at least 10 years plus.
In high pressure environments too. Like,
yeah.
This comfort doesn't come from just one singing competition. That's
No.
BS. Absolutely not.
No, I mean, look, it could, I guess, but I don't think so. I wouldn't put my money on that. I think this is something that she has 10 plus years doing, And I'm being conservative, probably more like, 13, 14 plus years. I know she's only 19, but, she was singing since she was 4 or 5, all the way till now. Maybe she went, she decided to maybe go pro at it when she was, or doing gigs and stuff like that when she was young, 12, 11, 13.
But for sure has shaped one of the most gorgeous performers and singers.
Voices,
yeah, indeed. And the vocal modulation, the usage of that live environment setting, everything about it is very well seasoned, is very grounded in her being. And then obviously working with somebody whose life literally is music.
Yeah.
Like Judika, you got that perfect, and their communication, they're very visual, very open communication, that chemistry on stage, like in work chemistry, is absolutely stunning.
Yeah, I mean, again, I
So exciting to watch, though.
I think she's very confident at the moment as well. She sort of like she's peaking. I think it's very interesting though because I don't even think she's peaked yet. I think
she's
the
on
next
that
few years,
the really exciting upwards journey.
maybe now what's happening is maybe skill is sort of that's it's as good as maybe it will get or maybe she'll evolve. But I think creativity is now kind of that's what usually sometimes takes a little longer to sort of align truly with yourself. Because that comes a little bit more with personal development as well. So it's very interesting to see then like her original work that's coming and stuff like that. So let us know more about her. Or maybe more work from Judika. Absolutely pleasure to check both of them.
This is madness. Let us know more.